sense this film. Anybody can understand it because we try to make it very simple as possible. When you will see the scene where, at the end, the mother gives a bath to her daughter, you know, just this photo is worth, you know, millions of words and speeches. This is why I'm doing my job, really.
So, I'm sorry, we have time for just
See how lucky I
more.
was. I had all of these people. I didn't even have to do anything. It was amazing.
Last question, sorry.
Hi, Alessandra De Tommasi from Italy. My question is to Mr. Depp. I would like to ask you, how can you relate to Eugene also as a father? I mean, he's a photographer and still he doesn't carry on any pictures in his wallet of his son. How hard it was to imagine a world where you cannot stay with your children, you know nothing about them. So how was it for you? Thank you.
Thank you. Well, we tried to keep to stay focused on the story, you know, of the disaster, and you used certainly, you know, like little bits and pieces of Gene's life, sort of build the character or to give some history of him. My take on Gene Smith is that he was, I think it was probably very loud in his brain, and I imagine that it didn't calm down all that much throughout probably his entire life. And those are, you know, when you have that kind of white noise, static voices, noises, cacophony of even silence, it tends to make someone quite isolated. So I always felt like he was very isolated or locked into his own sort of peculiar understanding of fate, I suppose. You know, one thing I just wanted to say about doing this film, because it was a great question earlier about sort of social responsibility or political or what responsibilities as actors or filmmakers or whatever. I think just as people, all of us are faced with huge, monolithic-sized problems at times in our lives, you know. Whether it be some horrific disease such as the Minamata disease, or whether it be fires blazing or the world collapsing or whatever's happening. I think there's a beautiful, in the I Ching, there's a beautiful symbol, many beautiful symbols. There's one symbol that means the power of the small. And so when you have these huge monolithic opponents in front of you, screaming at it is not going to do anything. Trying to take the whole big building down by yourself is not going to do anything. So the power of the small is the idea that we recognize the issue, and if it's just one of us, starts with one, you chip away, you know, little by little, and then that problem can be toppled. So I think that's what it's all about for all of us, really. We're specks of dust. I mean, we are the small. So yeah, if there's something that needs to be dealt with that's of such magnitude, just start chipping away, and people will follow, hopefully.
Thank you for these inspiring words. Thank you to all of you. Thanks for your presence.